Hey everybody, welcome to Round the Twist, episode 358. It's March 25th, 2019. I've got a Lily Bear who, this is take two. So y'all, for some reason, I don't know what happened while I was importing, my camera ate the file. Something happened, I don't know what, it's somewhere in the ether. Hi, please don't lick in my ear again, please don't. That was gross. Okay, lick my neck. But this one perched like a parrot, kind of on my shoulder, but then she went up on my back. She didn't jump off like that. And so I was down like this the whole time with a Lily perched. Anyway, welcome to the show. We're going to try to cut it a little shorter because, yeah, take two. And I'm already playing Beat the Clock on nap time, which didn't happen. So, how y'all been? Obviously, we're in the living room. It's a beautiful day here. It's in the 50s. It was in the 60s this last week, which compared to the week before when we had the big blizzard cyclone thing go through was insane. But all the snow is melted. It is gorgeous. I've got the, I'm sure you can hear the road noise. Do you hear the trucks? Do you hear them? Out on the highway, that way. The windows are open so we can have lots of fresh air in. We've all been down sick to some degree or another, so if I cough, I'm very, very sorry. But it needs to be done. We're on the road to recovery, but the road is long and coughing. You can probably hear the Gabe coughing. So first things first, I think last time I talked about seeing I had everything open and ready to go before. I had finished the Cratchit garter mitts for the dietitian at the company I work for, and she loved them. So we've got this lovely picture of her wearing them, what you can see through the reflection. She was so, so happy. The mitten that was eaten by one of our doctor's puppies has since been, I didn't get a picture of the whole thing done, but I got a picture of it mid-repair. I had knit partway up, and there's the back side of it. So the lining's kind of Frankenstein together, just kind of whip-stitched and knotted together. And then I finished the whole thumb, and it has since been given back to him. And unless you sit there and actually like take the mitten in your hand and feel, you can't tell there's a difference in the yarn. It's wonderful. By feel is the only way that you can tell, because there's a difference between the wool that it was knit out of and then the Brooklyn Tweed Loft that I used for the repair. So I have the rest of the ball in case Watson, the puppy, decides to get the mittens down off the table and eat them again. I told him if he gets to the color work,
Mom, it's
not quite time, Gabe. Please, you may come out and get a book, but Mommy's still recording, baby. Okay?
Why are you recording on your camera?
I'm recording on my camera because it's been 2 weeks since the last show, baby. But grab a book, grab a big book to read. Your Peppa Pig or your Paw Patrol one. As he stands there and contemplates while Lily tries to attack him.
Lily.
Gabe, pick out your book and go back in your room, please. Welcome to my life. And hubby's on his way home from getting a haircut and making a run to Walmart, so we might get interrupted at the front door as well. So, quickly, the only thing I've been working on since then is I went down into my stash and pulled out Deep Stash. This is some Trekking XXL. I can't even tell you where it's from, where I got it from, but it is colorway 109. It's kind of this heathered purple blue. It's mainly purples, but there is some blue in it. And I love this because when you knit these up, I miss Trekking doing this. And maybe they still do. I haven't gone looking for Trekking in a while because I have several balls still in my stash. But this, I'm gonna try to, there we go. It almost looks like hand spun because every ply is a different color as you go through. So you get these subtle shifts in the hues. See how it kind of makes its stripes? And that's just the way the yarn is spun with all the different colors. And I love that. But, so you get a hand-spun looking sock, but with the workhorse yarn of trekking, which is wonderful. So this is my 72 stitch vanilla sock, top down, 20 rows of 1x1 rib on a US 1 2.25 millimeter needle. And I'm at a crossroads right now. So right now I have about 3 inches of cuff plus the ribbing. This is the length my friend Sarah likes the cuffs of her socks, like the legs of her socks. So if I'm doing this for her, oh, and a Tara snuck out too. Go back in your room and read your book, please. I'm ready to start the heel for this. If this is for Sarah. I'm looking at this and I'm loving it, and I kind of want it to be for me. I'll send her a picture when I'm done, and hopefully, and see if she wants these. And if she wants them, then these will be her birthday socks. If she doesn't, I will continue to lengthen the cuff and they will be for me. So we'll see. We'll see what I get to do. Excuse me. Lily, don't eat the elephant. Oh, puppy. Go get the sloth. Or get your, here, get the skunk tube. Get the skunk tube. This used to be one of those skunks that doesn't have any stuffing in it. She's killed the squeaker. Go. No, she wants the stinky elephant. Go. Get that. But that's the only thing I've been working on, really. Once I got the mitten done, I just needed something mindless. And then the sick took over the house, the plague happened, and here we are. So yeah. So I guess we'll move right on to various and sundry. Next week here in Loveland, Colorado, is going to be the Interweave Yarn Fest over at the Embassy Suites that's near where I live, and I've already purchased my ticket to get into the market. By the way, FYI, I'll try to get this up. If you're coming and not doing classes, because then I think you get an automatic pass into the market, but if you're just going for the market, if you're local at all and going for the market, go online to Interweave and buy your ticket ahead of time, because it's like $4 plus $1 processing fee, so $5. If you buy it at the door, it's $10 to get into the market, which if I had showed up and heard $10, I would have gone, no. But I will be there probably on Saturday with the twins in tow. I don't know what I'm shopping for yet. I need to kind of go through my queue on Ravelry or my pattern library on Ravelry and go, what am I going to get? What am I planning for? I don't know. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then the Estes Park Wool Market, which is the the first full weekend, June, not the weekend of June 1st, but I believe, let me think. The classes are on June 6th and 7th, and the Estes Park Wool Market itself is on Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th. So I'm taking a class from the Cleams brothers, Cleams and Cleams, on drum carding, and I'm very excited about it, on Friday. And then we're going to be staying up at Estes, actually, for the first time in a long time, and just have a nice little family vacation, staycation up there for the weekend. So hubby's taking some time off of work. We're going to do that. We're going to have some fun. Maybe go up into the national park. Again, see if we can make it all the way up. Hi, Daisy. Well, Lily got seen. You want to be seen too? Come here. There's a Daisy. Oh, yeah. That's a lot of puppy. Yeah. Look, I don't like it. Mom, put me down. This dog does not like enforced cuddles, and the look she's giving the camera right now is because she hates my guts. Yeah. You're a smush. Yeah, you are. I know you don't like it. So that's the 2 events I have planned coming up. So please, if you see me, stop and say hi. Always like to meet listeners, and yeah, I think that's it. So let's do one question that I've already done out of the any questions thread, but maybe I can be a little more succinct. So this is from I Am Knitting Ninja, who is Abigail over on Ravelry. And she said, hi, Karen. I've been a longtime viewer of the podcast, and I really love that you keep going with it, even on the episodes with light content. Oh, gee, like today. I'm sure this has been asked before, but what baby knits do you recommend? Which are your favorites? Found out I'm having my rainbow baby in July and I'm wanting to make all the things for my little angel. Thanks, Abigail. Number 1, congratulations. Number 2, don't feel like you have to. I felt like I wanted to make stuff for the twins, and then I had, sorry, I'm like watching Lily and making sure she doesn't get Daisy's food. I wanted to had all these plans. I was going to make them sweaters and blankets and all this stuff to come home from the hospital. And yeah, it didn't happen. I had completely lost like the motivation, the willpower, like as soon as I got pregnant, and I was just tired all the time. So, woo! Puppy, she's fine. See, she's fine. My little daredevil. Yep. So don't try to force yourself to get stuff done. Biggest recommendation, I don't have anything in particular, like the best thing to make is this, but the things I found the most useful were cardigans. It's easier to get a wobbly-headed little baby into a cardigan than it is to get them into anything that goes over their head. Also, it's like Murphy's Law of babies. As soon as you get something, especially something handmade or something nice that you need to stay looking nice, like their baptismal outfit, over their head and on them and everything's perfect and pristine, they will spit up on it. So it has to be washable. This is my preferences. If you think you're going to have time to hand wash, more power to you. I wanted everything superwash and or cotton or acrylic, something I could throw in the washer and get the puke and the poop off of, and the pee. The 3 P's, puke, poop, and pee. It's got to be able to go through the washing machine for me with infants. So cardigans were the best thing, followed by like car seat blankets, sized blankets. I had one that I ended up giving to a friend at work who was pregnant around the same time. And it was the Mason-Dixon just log cabin. And rather than make squares, I just kept going out and out and out. Remember, it was like the blanket of many colors. I can't remember what it was called, but I used every color of whatever Knit Picks sport weight cotton was at the time. It wasn't Cotlin, because that was their cotton linen blend. I don't remember what it was. But she loved it. Absolutely loved this blanket. So it was the perfect size to throw over the baby in the car seat. Especially when it was cold out, and it was hefty enough that like when they pulled the car seat out of the car, the blanket didn't get blown away by the winter winds. Oh, excuse me. Another thing you need to think about, when is winter falling for you and your child? You're not going to want to dress this child as a newborn in worsted weight wool if they're being born in July, and July is the hot months for you. Now, if you're in the southern hemisphere, that's the cold months, obviously. But the best thing that I think I did, I started working, the one thing I had motivation for, I made tulip sweaters for the twins, which is, I think it was done by Dream in Color. They're striped cardigans that tie, so there were no buttons that the baby could pull off and choke on. And I did, I think the 6 to 12 month size. Whatever size included the 12-month size for them, because even though they were born in October, I did the body slightly longer, the sleeves like an inch or an inch and a half longer. Get another book, Tara, if you need another book. Because babies, you can get away with turning the cuffs up 1 time or 2 times, and they look adorable in them that way. But then they can wear them longer. I think the twins wore theirs up until they were like 2.5. Because I had built in that extra length. So no matter if it says to knit to 8 inches, make it go to 9. Just because that extra length will buy you a good another season of wear, unless your child like grows insanely fast. And just think about, okay, if my baby's going to be 6 months old in the depth of winter, where I live, then look ahead and do at least a year in advance size. So your baby's going to be like 5-6 months. They tend to go into like the 6 to 9 month size when they're about 6 months old, or sometimes a little sooner, depending. Best thing I can say, make a bigger size than newborn. I know the newborn wee stuff is so cute and it's so fast, but you will get no wear out of it. Make a bigger size so that you can have more than 1 season out of it. And even if the sleeves are a little short, they can still wear it. You got a hold of a tennis ball, you little poop. So open front cardigans, washable, a good car seat blanket, and always knit in a bigger size than you think you're going to need, because you will get tons of cutesy little newborn stuff at all your baby showers and everything like that. But stuff tends to piddle out around the 9 to 12 month mark, and you want to make sure that you have clothing for that size. So hopefully that's helpful, Abigail. Congratulations again. And I will let you guys go, and fingers crossed this one uploads and doesn't disappear into the ether. I don't know what's going on with technology lately, but it has not been my friend. So I'm going to let you guys go. And if you have any questions that you want to ask me, feel free to post in the Any Questions thread, and I will get to them down the line. Until next time, everybody, happy knitting.